Good morning, everyone. Hi. Happy to be here this morning. Of course, I'm doing my usual on my iPad, so I'm going to give people a few minutes. I'm a couple minutes early, which is a surprise. Let's turn this down. All right, so I think we're good to go. Hopefully I'll see comments and get this positioned right so I can plug it in. Typical MJ move. It's all good. Hello, it's Mary Jo Snyder. Welcome to Caffeinate. Let's caffeinate and create. I am here with you on Sunday, February 9th, Super Bowl Sunday. And I've got my smile mug with my camera on the other side. Loving it. I need to get my camera out. I haven't played with it in forever. I think I said that last week. So I hope you had a wonderful week. And I am very excited to share some stuff. Found some more things as I was picking up stuff off my floor. And this is like a gift that my mom gave me for Christmas. I don't even know how many years ago when I started really getting into paper crafting and scrapbooking. And I had no idea there was a pack of paper and all these fun little additional ephemera that was tucked inside the scrapbook. And the scrapbook is already done for me, and I believe it's an Anna Griffith product. So my guess is she got it off of QVC because my mom loves QVC. So anyway, cheers to Sunday morning, and let me know in the chat who your favorite is. Not that it's your favorite team, but who you're rooting for. So for the Super Bowl tonight. I don't know if I'm even going to watch. I think I'm going to just like really try and get projects done or do some other stuff in my craft room. You know what? It's hard to organize when you don't have the organizational products that you need. So that is a big place of where I'm at pause. So I think what I really need to do is pack up stuff I'm not using, which I don't want to do, but label boxes and just kind of set them aside. Hello, Marva. I see you hopping on. Welcome. And then just tackle it a box at a time. But I really have to get the core storage stuff that I need to really make it work. I was talking to a friend yesterday. I was at a no frills crop and I know other people had events going on, and I'm sorry I didn't, actually I can't apologize. I chose to go to Mary's no frills crop because I can bring stuff of my own to work on, because that is what I need to do. I have so much stuff here that I need to finish before I can really attend a hardcore class. Hardcore. Aww. That just gave me a flashback. But I shared this over to a different group that was part of our retreat this last September. So hopefully I get some more people chiming in and joining me over here. Excuse me. I was going to start on YouTube today, but I decided I'll upload it. And I'm going to give myself, excuse me, let me take a sip of this wonderful coffee. Before it gets cold too. Give myself a couple months to do that transition. That's the word. So I'm not sure who else is popping on, but thank you for being here. Truly appreciate you catching the live. And for all those catching the replay, I appreciate you as well. I need to go back to last week's posts or comments and check out what questions might have arisen or, contribute to the conversations that took place over there. I appreciate the amount of people that watch my videos. I truly love it. And if you are over on YouTube, please, please, please consider subscribing to my YouTube channel. It is the same title, Let's Caffeinate and Create, and my tag name is Create with MJ. It's Let's Caffeinate and Create with I think Mary Jo Snyder. You can find me out there, but I would really appreciate those of you that are here and others you share my content with will hop on over to YouTube, because when I go there strictly, and I'm just going to kind of phase out of doing my Facebook Lives, I don't want you guys to miss any creativity. I know I'm sharing a lot of other product versus where I started with Stampin' Up. And I truly hope that the people that followed me because they loved the product I was using will continue to follow me because they liked what I brought to the table. I'm still the same person. I'm just doing different things. So I love all my followers, and I appreciate everyone that has stepped in to be a part of my crafting journey. We are all artists in one sense of the word or another, and any way that someone can inspire me, I'm always so grateful. I watch so many amazing Stampin' Up! Demonstrators, as well as other artists that are on YouTube and various places, and they contribute to so much of my creativity. I am forever grateful for everyone that has ever done that for me, and I hope I can be that person for others as well. So, without further ado, one more sip of the wonderful frothy cappuccino. I went and got more. And yeah, it's my second cup. It's breakfast this morning. So we're going to point you down. I have fun things to share. It's coffee mode today. And on my other sleeve it says, all day, every day. And that's me. All right, I'm going to flip the camera. And again, I did not put on Do Not Disturb, so there might be some issues with that. But we're going to do some show and tell of some stuff that I found in my stash. And I may need to do some rearranging, so close your eyes if you get dizzy. I certainly don't want to do that to you. Get myself all squared away. And I love this mat, but I'm going to be switching up my workspace and using a bigger mat that I don't have to move around anymore, because it's going to just cover the entire space here. And it's a craft mat that I used way back when I was making blankets. And it just, I mean, you can't damage it. I already, unfortunately, I have scratches in this and I'm very disappointed, but I love the glass mat. It's handy to have, but I'm going to transform my workspace and do other things that are a little bit different for me. So just to give it a little bit easier, am I all plugged in? Okay. I don't want to go crazy and lose what I got going on. The first thing I want to share with you is this amazing, it's very vintage. This is a paper pack, and I'm going to assume there's no label on it. It is like probably 15 years old, if not older. I don't know what to tell you. Very vintage. I think it's just one-sided paper, but there's two of each. This is going to be great for a junk journal and or just doing some fun mini albums. So we have this sheet, and it's just plain on the back. It's kind of got an antique-y, it's not really showing that great in the camera here. It's almost like an antique-y, antique white, like my kitchen. There's that. And these are just, I don't know if they're Anna Griffith as well from way back when, but I see sunshine shining in the backyard. That makes me happy, even if it's a cold, crazy day. We did get some crazy weather, but I don't know if it was everything that they were expecting. But I was able to spend some time with some friends yesterday crafting, and I actually knocked out 6 paper pumpkin kits. So I was really excited about that. Past paper pumpkin kits. So I got those finished. What I'm going to do with that stuff, now I'm like in a bind. Like I'm not selling my cards at that store anymore. So I need to find a way to do some stuff with the stuff that I create. So there might be opportunity in the future for me to get on Poshmark and or Etsy and open an Etsy store for people to buy what I create, because I can only keep so much and I'm only going to use so many albums, right? I'm just for curiosity purposes, how yummy would it look with wild wheat? Oh, I know it's like a lighter shade, or I think it's crushed curry is a little bit too yellow. but I think that would be a good color to accent this, as well as early espresso. So there's a lot of colors in the Stampin' Up! World that coordinate with products that I may be using in the future. So that makes me happy, because that will allow me to de-stash that stuff too. So, all right. And this is the album. This is an Anna Griffith. Obviously, it's been in storage. You can tuck a photo inside here through this little pocket, and this is going to be hard to see, so I might need to, I'm not even going to fuss. I don't even know if it's going to let me zoom out, but this is super cool. Pages are already done. I had no idea. So I might find ways to mimic these pages, and I'm not going to show you all of them. I'm just kind of flipping through to give you an idea of all this amazing stuff that I would like to incorporate into pages. It's very vintage, and it does coordinate. Actually, it does coordinate with that paper pack. I'm seeing a little bit here. So it must have been an entire product collection. And I'm really excited about it. So some of the papers are different. But it would be really cute to use this as a inspiration to create another album, or mini albums for that matter. But I really fell in love with the fact that it was already complete. You just need to add your photos. So that's fun. And then there was all this ephemera that was also in the package. I can't believe that I had not even used this. You get caught up using the same things and you forget about the stuff in your stash. Now, granted, I got rid of a lot of stuff and donated to a local, what am I trying to say? A local town that has, they do like summer rec programs. So I was able to donate a ton of stuff that someone donated to me. So I was able to, I'm just going to put this here to avoid that glare. In order to share with others. It made me very happy to be able to do that. But look at all these ephemera. They're already like, they're embellished. Like the words are already on them. Getaway, enjoy, vacation, sand and surf, paradise, perfect picture, happiness, road trip, fun. I mean, well, and that they're sticky. They're stickers. And that just peeled off of it. So I might have issues with that one. Relax, family fun, summer, discover, cutie. It looks like some of these, like the heat got to them because it's a little off center, but I can fix that. Let's go, good times, smile, escape, memories, just fun ephemera that are all put together. It's really super cool. So we have that pack of ephemera, kind of like little sentiments and stuff. And then I have another pack that kind of has ephemera with just, very durable too, very thick cardstock. So we've got some fun stuff, some seashells, just really pretty globes, little Adirondack chair for the beach, compass, cute little ticket, stamps, admit one ticket, just a lot of fun stuff. Look at these planes, super cool. Birds, it's just really, really super cute. Luggage. I mean, I'm so excited to have these, to be able to use them, and I had no idea. It's crazy, craziness. So what I'm sharing with you today is a very cute, this is stuck. You know, I gotta say something. Actually, I'm not gonna. I'm just so sad. I'm sad that the people I thought were a big part of my life, when I made changes to suit my financial situation, have just decimated. They're gone. Like, they're not even a part of my life now. And it just is so aggravating. But you know what? I'm here to create and do what I love. And the people that show up for me, I love you all so much. I'm just so hurt by so many people. It just is so sad to me. And I'm having true confessions right now. I did so much. I worked so hard. And people just, I'm still the same person. I still love what I do. I'm not begging people to be here. But the people that I thought were true friends, I don't know what happened there. I'm hurting. I have a friend who has been my friend for years. She has always referenced me as being a very strong person. Yeah, I hide it well. So, but I love you, Trudy, for making me feel like I am strong. Some days are better than others. Okay, enough of that. Wow, that just came over me, and I love each and every one of you that are here with me today and continue to be with me regardless of what I choose to do on my crafting journey. Because it's bigger. It is so much bigger than the products that we use. So, on that note, this is what we're making today, and I was super inspired by Satira18. She is one of the people, and I apologize. I know people by their page names or their channel names. I don't necessarily know them all by their name. So Satira18, I will link her YouTube channel in the description in this video where she created this, but this is a super easy, fun, you know those manila envelopes you can get that are like 6 by 9? Well, this is a little smaller. It's 5 by 8, I believe, or 5.5 by 8. We use one piece of 12 by 12 paper, and I did this using that new Botanical Bliss Designer Series paper that I purchased from Michael's for $4.99 because I'm on a budget. So there's that. And it's a cute little envelope, and you could put a notch in here. But imagine all the fun things that you could put in here. Like if you want to gift your crafty friends that like are so happy to be you know, just to be present, something like embellishments, or you could stick a few cards in here, just all kinds of fun stuff. You could keep track of receipts. You can just create from your stash your own envelopes so that you don't have to go to the store and purchase them, and they're so durable depending on the paper weight of your card. It's got a Velcro closure, and with what was remaining, I made she shared how to make this little cute little library card. Now you can put this on the front, and I should trim because you can see the score line. You can put this on the front of this piece here if you chose to. I'm going to keep it separate and put some goodies in here, toss it inside here, and maybe gift it to a friend to share some of the love that I have. Or if I ever start that store. But I'm going to show you how to make this. And I made it a little bit different. I kind of MJ'd it up a little bit because I made an error when I was doing my score lines, but it worked out for me. So I'm going to try and remember how it all goes down without making mistakes, because I like to reference videos when I'm creating from somebody else's creations. So we're going to find a non-directional pattern in this pack of paper, because I'm kind of funny with things that have direction. If it's something that is non-directional, then it works perfect. Like this page worked perfect for that, but I don't want to use that in another one of those. Now this has direction to it. All the flowers flow in the same way. So if you were to use this, part of your envelope would be, the design would be upside down. This would be perfect. Well, maybe we'll use that. I'll grab this sheet from my pack. So I'm so happy there's 2 of each. And you can freely decorate this. You could adhere this to the front, like I said. You could decorate around it with, now granted, this is not double-sided paper, but if it were, you could take the pieces that were left, which are right here. This is all I had left from my paper. If it had a reverse side on it, I could totally decorate this because it's the same length. I could add this as a band just to kind of offset, but there's white in the back on the back side, so it's not really an option for me to do that. But I can decorate in so many other ways. So I'm just going to move my little cloth. I'm going to grab my, I also started another project, but I got tired. I came home yesterday, and because of my early morning, we all know that I was up at 3:48 yesterday, and it was because it's like a kid at Christmas time when they get up so early and nobody else is awake. I wanted to go craft, so I was super excited to go craft, and that's why I couldn't sleep. I'm going to move my coffee over here to the other side in hopes that I don't make oopses. Okay, so let's grab our paper, our scoring tool. I love how it already has like the edging that is already kind of inked. That's super cool. Now I'm going to put the design to the back so that it folds correctly, right? No, it goes this way, right? Yes, I have to remember this and find my notes. This is a large coin envelope is what we're calling it. 12 by 12 paper. Anything from your stash. This is a great way to also use your paper up. Be sure to leave comments, friends. I'm not seeing comments, so I'm not sure if I'm doing what I need to here. Now I just lost my video. So bear with me. There we are. So oh, there you are. I was on the wrong side. Hey, Lisa. Hello. I love you too, Cheryl. Lori had to get more coffee. Yes, let's caffeinate and create, my friend. Hey, Linda. You've changed my life too. Okay, I love all of you so much. Thank you so much for being here. All right, so we are playing with a one-sheet wonder in a sense, making a large coin envelope, which is actually one of those. I'll grab one out of my cupboard because I have a lot of them. Actually, I won't because they're in the other room. I'm not going to do that. As well as a library pocket. And to start with, this is where I made my boo-boo, but I'm going to do it the same size. It's not really a boo-boo. I MJ-ified it. How's that? I'm going to score because it's non-directional. I'm going to start my scoring at 1 inch. Now, this is pretty thick paper, so I have to really get a good score mark on here. Usually with designer paper, and depending on the weight of your paper, hey, Robin, you have to be a little cautious as to how hard you're scoring because you don't want to rip anything. So, but this is pretty durable, and I can't tell you the weight of it. I don't know if that's listed on the paper pack, but okay. And you can do this with anything, any paper, as long as it's 12 by 12. So the next is 6.5. So we scored at 1 inch. And at 6.5, and I'm going to turn it to the right. I'm going to score again at 1 inch and at 9 inches. So I'll say that again. 1 inch, 6.5, turn to the right, 1 inch and 9 inches. And that is all you have to do. Now we'll have to do some trimming. Hopefully I remember what goes, what doesn't. If not, we'll start over. It's all good. This is when you keep a template so you really know what you're supposed to be doing. Okay. All right. So I've done that, and I know that this corner gets cut, and you straight edge one corner, angle cut the other, I believe, because this is going to be the top flap. This is going to be the bottom flap, the top flap. This goes away. This goes away. This goes away. So I'm going to mark those so that I'm not messing myself up. That goes, that goes, that goes, and this goes. So some of you may want to use your paper trimmer. I like to with bigger pieces. I don't have really long scissors that are really decent to be using. So for some of this, and I have to varnish first. I'm going to flip this over, and I'm going to varnish these with my bone folder. And you're going to see how this is all going to come together. As long as you have this flap and this flap, on the same side that are staying and the edge for you to bring everything together, you got it made, okay? So keep that in mind. And we're gonna flip this. And part of your cutaway, you wanna make sure it really does have a straight edge because, and that's this piece, what did I mark? This piece here, you wanna keep this edge straight because that is gonna that's gonna be what turns into this, your little library pocket. Your library pocket could totally be saved for a junk journal or, oh my gosh, I cannot even tell you the junk journal I saw yesterday. Kudos, my friend. Siri's asking me. She just heard everything I said and I don't know how to get rid of her. And she responded, I have no need for much. That's nice. I do. Not really. Just coffee and crafty friends. All right, so I need to get rid of this long piece here. I am going to bring in my my friend here because we know this is 1 inch. It's 1 inch and it's and I go a smidge past the score line so I don't have that clumpiness of the score line trying to cut through, and it's to 5.5 inches. So that's the blessing of having this line on the side of your trimmer blade. It can stop right where you need it to, okay? I went a little over, but that's okay. And then I can take my paper snips and cut the rest of that off, and I like to go just outside of... I'm not going to do any angle cuts, any mitering until I know exactly what I need to connect because I messed that up yesterday. So I'm going to cut this bottom square off because we don't need that. Like so. And basically the reason for not wanting to, now I'm going to probably erase that X because I'm going to need that after I'm done. Thankful I used a piece of, or a pencil. I could incorporate this piece of paper to, I didn't fold that over, did I? I didn't varnish these edges, friends. So we're varnishing this, and we're going to varnish this. But I'll have to, thank goodness I used a pencil because I'll erase that because that's going to be my library tab, or my library envelope. Is that what we called it? Oh, it's all good. Okay, so paper snips. We'll get this piece off. We're almost done cutting. So we've got that. Set all your little pieces aside that you won't be needing until we end up needing this piece. So did I do that? Yes, I did that right. So I'm going to come up to this, follow my score line, and then I'm going to put it in my paper trimmer because I don't have a steady hand sometimes to do these cuts, and this is the piece we're going to want to keep. I'm going to fold this over, which will help immensely. Oh, if you get this in the right spot. I just cut my paper, but that's okay. See, that's what I'm talking about. You get those crazy ridges if you cut it right on the, but we got our sand thingy. That will, where is that? I just saw it. Oh, I covered it with my napkin. I'll just get those shavings off with my nail buffer. Nobody's going to see that because it's going to be in the inside of the envelope. And then I'll do that to the same here once I get that ready to do my library pocket. But yeah, you want to make sure you're not, well, that's probably going to show, but you're not, you know what I'm saying. This side is what is going to connect the this together. So we can't come in, if you got all that, this is what it's supposed to look like when you're done. You've got the top flap. This is going to put it together. And so obviously this is going to fold over. This is what it's going to be. Fold, fold, and fold. But we're going to do some corner rounding, and we're going to miter these corners here. So grab your paper snips. Doesn't matter how much you miter. You just want to make it so when you fold it over, it will adhere nicely. I used my tear and tape. So you can use a very strong adhesive. You could use your multi-liquid purpose glue as long as it's going to keep these things adhered strongly. It's a strong glue. So I'm going to corner around the top flap, and we're going to add adhesive. So I'm going to put 2 strips of my tear and tape on here so that it really stays adhered. You could use your, your double-sided tape if it's strong, all that good stuff. Now I have to fold this part in because I also have to round these corners, which is where I made a mistake yesterday. Yesterday I ended up doing a miter on one side, so I ended up having to match that miter on the other side because I was getting ahead of myself. Hey Pat, welcome. All right, so we've got that tape adhered. I'm going to grab my Take Your Pick tool, which will forever and always be my Swiss Army knife of crafting. So there's some things I won't change what I'm doing because I just love. Okay, we got a little fragment of stuff there. I'm just going to pull that off. And we want to now corner around these edges. Now that it's put together a little bit, super easy to come in and corner those edges. So that is going to get adhered also with tear and tape. Now you can put a notch in here, which I may do, but it's not necessary. It's going to be the only way you can open this up. And it is held together with Velcro. You could choose to do a different kind of closure. Some of those manila envelopes have the linen thread kind of closure where you wrap it around 2 different things, which eventually I'll show you how to build because I have learned how to do that out of just cardstock and glue. You don't need anything fancy, just some circle punches and lots of layers and just fun stuff. This is going to adhere to that. I love that look of the, kind of need some of that over here, and it almost looks like a mint macaron color. And then we want to make sure this is folding the way we need it. So line that up. Even if it's against where it's scored, that's okay. So yeah, it's a super great way to use DSP. And if you came on late, this is the one I made. It's got a little Velcro closure. I did not do a circle, but you certainly could to give it like a half circle notch mark. And this was the library card that I will make out of this piece that I put an X on, but I'll erase that. So this is, let's grab a piece of Velcro, which I get from, I'm going to get myself a affiliate link for, and put my favorite things on Amazon. I got these from Amazon, and I think I went through Julie DiMatteo, the Paper Pixie, her link, for her affiliate link, and it's the 5/8 inch Velcro dots, but they have them in various sizes. So, and it's by Velcro, so you can find those on Amazon, even maybe in your own local craft supply store or wherever you buy your craft supplies, such as these things that are not specific to a specific brand. Now you can't see what I'm doing here, so let me go up to this corner. So I'm kind of measuring to eyeball. I know this is 5.5, so I want to come in because I want this to be centered. I'm going to come in 2 inches, and 5.5 would be 2 1/4, right? And then 1/8. Right? Is that right? So then I'm going to place my Velcro kind of right there in the center. Is it 2.5? 2.5 and 2.5 is 5. And then you have half, so you need 1/4, and then 1/8, right? No, I can't do the math, but either way, we're going to come right in here And we're going to center that to the best of our ability, which I think I messed up. Let me come down here. Either way, you get the gist. Let me come down here and center this. So 2.5, 5.5 is roughly the 2 3/4 mark. Wow, it's not rocket science, my friend. You just need to get your act together. It's just hard to count from 13 to whatever. All right, so I have that placed in the center by measuring to my lower grid. I just wanted you to see what I was doing. Then we're going to peel these. Now, when you get your Velcro dots, if you order from the same that I do, or get the same ones I do, or however yours come, I end up taking my Velcro and putting them all together. So then when I need some, I try to line them up the best I can. When I need some, all I have to do is cut a piece off and then adhere it to one side. Oh, we got a little piece of fuzz there. That's okay. And then adhere it to the other side, kind of give it a good rub. And your first lift, you should actually work your nail in there so it's not lifting up this piece and creating ripped paper. After that, it should be super easy to use your Velcro spot. Now, let's go ahead. I didn't put a notch in the other one, and I probably should have done this previous to starting my filming, or the project, I should say. I don't know if I'll be able to tuck this in there. Oh yeah, we're good. Kind of go in there, and it's usually about 3/4 of, not 3/4, about 1/3 of, but I'm going less than that, and I'm kind of eyeballing the center, and there you go. And then you have that little notch, and you can tuck all kinds of yummy goodness in there. So now we're going to erase my pencil mark on here, which was showing you where to cut your pieces. And this is going to be on the back, so hopefully it's not going to be a major issue. Or I can make it be the front and cover it. Sometimes a sand eraser works better. I wasn't thinking completely when I did that, but it was helping me teach you, so it doesn't make a difference. We've got some ick on the inside of this, so I want to come in again with my little thing here and get all that yuckiness off from that score line. And if you want to trim that score line off a little bit more and kind of get it straighter, you can do that. Just curious. All right, now we're going to bring in our scoring tool again. And this is going to be the back side, and this is going to be the front. So how I want to do this is put this down. Let's do it this way. Maybe that will cover a little bit. Well, no, it's not going to fold that way. So because I want the hillside facing this and the valley of my score line facing here, that way it folds easier. I am going to take that and I'm going to score at 1 3/4. So this is a leftover piece, 1 3/4. And you could like knock out so many of these. These can be a great little way to gift a pack of embellishments, a few handmade cards to somebody, some of your ephemera. I think sheets of ephemera would fit in here great. So now we did all those corner rounding. We're going to fold this up. We're going to varnish. We're going to come in with our liquid glue. I need to transfer my glue to my fine tip thing that I got that a lot of crafters use. And that's another thing that I found on Amazon. So there's a lot of things that I like to use from Amazon. And just the two sides are going to adhere so that you can create a pocket. And just for example, I'm not going to use these, but just for example, we could tuck in, make a tag or something. This is just going to be probably waste because I wrote all over them, but it doesn't matter on the back side because I can come in here and add this. There is a little bit of over where the score line is, so let me just come in here and trim this a little bit. Kind of got a rough edge going on. So there's the library pocket, and there is your cute little envelope that will fit so many fun things. So, and you can use so many different, Satara 18 is amazing. for wonderful ideas to do with scraps. She creates her own embellishments, and then she packages up stuff. So she's using these to do little mystery kind of things on her Etsy store. And she is selling them and then putting all her little things that she makes throughout the year inside, so that you have stuff to embellish your scrapbooks, your cards, whatever paper crafting genre you like to do, or activity, whatever. It's really super cool. So I'm absolutely love this idea, and I might knock out a few more that have non-directions in that paper pack so that I have them on hand. I can use them to sort so many things in my own craft space. So that is another really awesome thing. So another thing I want to share, which I started and didn't finish, my Let's Get Crafty friend Tiffany, who I love to listen to. She cracks me up, and I told her in a comment how much I appreciate her, and her keeping it real. I love people who do that. That's and like Tamara, love that she keeps it real. Canadian demonstrator, who is one of my besties that we created the Friends Couch. She helped create the Friends Couch. So this is not all put together, but I think what I want to do is potentially grab some of, I'm going to see about, let's see if we can make an alternate with that wonderful Valentine. I've got my club here that from Jen Cotton, and I don't want to mess up what I got going on because I'm going to put that together later. Jennifer Cotton. So we've got this kit, right? Why can't we create, let's see if we can. We probably could, because we need bits and pieces. I love that. Maybe that score line could end up being part of what we got going on. I'm not sure. Maybe it won't. But we certainly could try and decorate. See, these are the cards you can make with this kit. Let me just see. This may not work. The piece you need to start with, let me grab my notes. Oh, we got some fun stuff here. Grab my notes. Remember, these are the cards we did as the kit instructs. Love. And now I need to finish that kit. I'm like so in the mode of, hey, Vicky, it was so good to see you on Monday. Hope to see you again tomorrow. I'm going to try and stay active on all of the Monday nights. I have goals with the gym too, so I'll see if I can keep with my schedule. This is 8.5, obviously, by 5 1/4, and what I need to start with is 8 1/4 by 3 1/4. So we're going to cross our fingers that this is going to work with that score line there. So I'm going to cut this down. If not, I'll just make something different with this. So I'm making an alternate based on Tiffany at Let's Get Scrappy or Crafty. And that's another person that I can share her link as well. She is amazing. She takes things and makes such beautiful things. So I'm going to trim this down to 3 1/4. And then, depending on where my score lines are, so I need to score at, and I think it might interfere. Let's see, that is a 4 1/4 score, and I actually need to score at 4 1/2. I think we're just going to wing it and not worry about it, and we can cover that crease with, or that with something else. So I need to trim off, well, wait a minute. How can I get it to be a 1/2 inch? I can't. It never could be, because you can't make the paper longer, but you may be able to do another of the score lines. Can that be? If I were to, because I need a score line at 5. Okay, either way you slice it, just cut 1/4 off because you need 8 1/4. 3 1/4 by 8 1/4. We'll worry about the score lines later, okay? And then there's another piece we'll need for an inside pouch. Again, I did not finish this project, so bear with me as we learn together. So if there's glitches, my bad. So we know that this side is shorter. Let's see where that ended up. That ends up at 4. But this way it's still 4 1/4. So it's not going to do me any good. It doesn't matter which end I am I'm going to ignore that that score line is here. That's the most important thing. So we want this to fold with the inside being white. So our first score mark, ignore this. So we have 3 1/4 by 8 1/4. So you could get a couple out of a standard piece of cardstock and decorating. And we are going to first score at, oh, this is where the coffee gets in the way, at 3/4. I'll get this going on here. 3/4. And remember, this is like cardstock, so you want to make sure you're getting a good crease in there, a good score line. So 3/4, 4 1/2, and 5. Yes. Oh, yeah, we can totally, no problem. So that is our first thing. We've got 3/4, 4 1/2, and 5. Okay. The next piece of paper we need, which I'm sure this is not going to be long enough. It might be. Is that 2 1/2? Nope, it's 2 1/4. So we need a coordinating piece of paper, which would be, what color is in this kit? Is that Flirty Flamingo? And is this Flirty Flamingo that I messed up score lines on? Absolutely. Is that 4 1/2? 2 1/2? Nope. Let's grab, I'm going to find something that I have hanging out here. I got scraps everywhere. Oh, sweating too. Hot flashes. I don't know what's going on with that. I think it's the weight I've gained. You'll have that on big jobs. But it's okay. We're working on it. I get hot flashes. All right, what color is that? Flirty Flamingo is not a subtle color. I need Flirty Flamingo paper. We're going to keep this all the same, and then we are going to do some decorating. Actually, I don't know if we'll need to. Yeah, we will. We'll decorate with the kit. Wow, sweatshirt's not working for me today. I'm going to do something that's crazy because I know it's cold outside. Excuse me leaning in, but I need some air. Whew! Opening windows with the heat running. Oh, I would yell at my kids for that. All right, so now I need a piece of cardstock or whatever you're using to coordinate that is for the inside pouch. So we're building this because I don't have anything to share with you, if you know what I'm saying. Oh, the dogs are barking next door. So this is 5 3/4. And 2 1/2. Oh, that breeze feels so good. 5 3/4 by 3 1/2. So you can make a lot from a piece of paper. Set that aside. And we are going to score this. We're going to have 6 score lines on this one. So we're going to score over here at 1/4. Score at 1/4. At 1/2 and 3/4. Okay. And then you're going to come over to the center, sort of, and you're going to score at 3, 3 1/4, and 3 1/2. Do those again. 1/4, 1/2, 3/4, 3, 3 1/2. There's one more. 3, 3 1/2. And no, that's right. Is that right? Yes. And the way I have this written, it looks so, it's 3 1/12 is how I wrote it down. 3, 3 1/4, and 3 1/2. Goodness gracious. It was like 12. I took a nap yesterday from my long day of being awake. And then I was wide awake. Okay, now I was taught something in watching this. We'll have to catch later. Hi Julie. Yes, see you later. We're gonna fold this in the first score line in the center, and then the second score line. I always have trouble doing a accordion fold, and I learned a tip, so I'm very excited to share. with a 1/4 of an inch of workspace. So now that we have that, we can come in and fold that in. We have that flexibility because we've already done the other 2 folds. So now we have that. Perfect, right? Lined up, looks great. Now the other side, we're going to do the same. We're going to accordion fold this, but I have to know we're going to come in this way with the first score line, the furthest score line, and then we're going to come in this way with the first score line, and hopefully I'm doing this right. And then we're going to tuck that one in and do the accordion fold. So it looks like you have an extra piece, but you don't. It just gives you, did I do that right? No, it goes this way. In the end, it goes this way, okay? Because it's gonna adhere together. And we're gonna do all that together, put this all together at first because it's gonna make this cute little pocket. Now, what she put in this pocket was a Ghirardelli chocolate, and it must have been a miniature because it looks way too small for me to put a regular Ghirardelli. I don't have a Ghirardelli chocolate handy, so I can't show you that. But I'm really happy to show you how to create this. Now, what she did is added some glue to this piece here. She had thinner double-sided tape, like score tape, not score tape. Well, I think that's what they call it actually. But it is like our like Terran tape. It was thinner though. And then you're going to bring that together, make sure it's lined up, and kind of hold that together so it dries. I have a trusty clip somewhere. You can use miniature clothespins, whatever you have handy. And I did have a clip. It's here somewhere. There's our other piece. And I'll show you how to fold that next. Well, poo. It was here. And then I moved things. Oh, there it is. Okay, there's my clip. All right, so now you have to determine which one you want to be your bottom portion, because we're going to seal that up as well. You don't have to, because the putting it together, you can do that. I'm actually going to do my putting together differently. She used brads. That was a whole lot of messing around for me that I really was not interested in. So now I have to remember that which score line is the one I'm ignoring? The middle one? No. This one on the outside. That's not a score line. So what I'm going to do is try and use my bone folder to get rid of that score line in my piece of paper. Okay. It won't go away completely, but you only want this like 1/2 inch section to be your top, I think. Hopefully I'm not messing it up. Where is it? Yes, it's a 1/2 inch. Okay. So she held her, in the end, put brads in, and they were heart-shaped, and they were very pretty. I am not going to do that because using brads for me, I don't have anything that's really cutesy that will go with this, but we have those pretty heart embellishments that came with this paper pumpkin kit. So the next thing I want to do, since I don't really need to adhere this, but she had put some glue in, and I'll show you on my prototype, glued the ends, clipped it together, and let it dry, set it aside. So because this is going to be a interactive kind of, it holds a gift card as well as a little piece of chocolate, or you probably could fit a tea bag in there. I don't know, but it's really super cute. What I'm going to do is totally different. But what I want to do is take another piece of something from this paper pumpkin kit and decorate the inside. So when you open it up, you have a little place where you can do some, well, you could do some writing, but I want to add some flavor to this. All right, now we're going to shut the window. I just complained that I paid a $600 fuel bill on top of my taxes. It's no wonder I'm like, thank you. It's no wonder that I am like, so the seam is where? I can't even tell. There's the seam. So that's going to go towards the back. But I want to decorate the inside, and I want to find something cute to put on the front. So we're going to pull in our paper pumpkin kit. Who knew I'd be working with paper pumpkin today? Alternates. Well, here we are. And we have stuff we can stamp. We have really pretty hearts, which we will incorporate one of these. We can put this on the front. Sure, why not? And we have, since we cut apart a card base, I'm going to grab an envelope because I'll be able to use some of this as decorative pieces to our project, and other elements. So we might do some stamping as well. So we got these pieces. We know we're going to use those, and we're going to cut this apart. And the best way to do that, I want to use this pretty diagonal paper, is I like to fold this over, bring this over here, and cut like maybe 1/8 of an inch off, okay? That gives me the space to be able to utilize this as designer series paper, okay? 1/16 of an inch, 1/8 of an inch, doesn't matter. And then I'm going to save this for something else because I think I like that for something else. Just below the score line, I'm going to cut off that piece. We're going to use this as part of our designer series paper to put on here. We'll have that red heart, and we'll be able to staple these together in order to tuck in our cute little gift, right? And then we'll cover the staple with a piece of this. So this measures, this piece here alone measures, where is it? 3/4. And of course we already know it's 3 1/4. So I want to go 1/4 less. So I'm going to do 1/2 inch. Actually, let's do less than that. Let's do 3/8. And 3, so if I did, what did I say it was? 3/4, and I did 3/8. So we're just going 1/8 less. No, 3/4. I did 3/8. So I went 3/8 less. So that's 1/8, 2/8. So this is getting cut at 2 7/8. And let's just see if that's going to fit the way I'm envisioning it, because I don't want to cover all that pink. So we're going to have quite a bit of a border on there, such as that, but it's going to hide the staples that we're putting on here. Okay. All right. So we'll put that little piece away and that for future use. All right. So now what I want to do is take this. Now, like I said, you can go ahead and you can adhere this together like I did in my prototype. I am not going to do that, but I am going to take my 1/2 inch circle punch, and I'm going to go ahead and try and actually do it this way so I can see what I'm doing. This will fit still. I want to do a little notch on the side that's not the seam, kind of midway. And I'm going to do like 1/2 of the circle in the center so that it's easy to grab that little tree, even though that tree is probably going to poke right out. And here's the tricky spot. I want to, how do we do this? Clip this on. That's how she did it. Take your clip, which again, I just moved because I didn't need it, and now I do. So I'm going to take some paper clips. Nope. Yes? Can I paper clip it? Is that folded right? Looks a little crooked. All right, bear with me. We're going to get this. I need to find a way to keep it lined up, which is like this. But when you're stapling, you don't want to, and I'm leaving space because I think it's necessary. I don't want, you know what I'm gonna do? Here's a thing. Use some tear and tape and then staple it. So get it where I want it and then staple it. Huh, who'd have thunk it? All right, the seam is back here. that's where I want to put my tape, just a little piece of tear and tape, just so I can keep it in place and not have to worry about stapling through sections of my project that I don't want to staple through. And then we're going to cover both sides so that we're not, if people open it up, they're not jabbing their fingers with something. So I want to go ahead and, oops, did you see what I did? I put it on the wrong side. Doggone it. Easy fix. Go and take a half a circle out of the other side. Perfect. Because I put the, does that mean I have my seam facing forward? Oh goodness. Don't do as I do. Make sure you're laying your seams in the right way, but it's okay. It's not really easily seen. Now we're going to take our stapler and hopefully, this is so crooked. Oh, friends. See, you have to have your prototype done before you start playing with other people watching. All right, we're going to finagle this. I want the smooth side to the outside. I'm always really super funny about using a stapler for when you're putting candy in something. But we are going to position this in the center here in hopes that I grab. I'm going to do one on each edge. Oh yes, I have a winning stapler, just so everybody knows. I have to beat it. I need to get something different, but this is where this one's going to go. So I'm putting the stapler straight to the edge of my pink piece here, my Flirty Flamingo cardstock, and I'm going to hope I can get through all of that. And if I can't, that's going to suck. No, it's because this is jammed. Oh, I need a heavy duty stapler. There's a staple stuck in there. Friends. All right, so we're going to try something different. Now I may make a huge mistake on this now. I guess we're going to come in and we are going to use, oh, I need to lower that. I love my crocodile. I can't even remember. I think Brett got this for me for, so I'm going all the way down to where I just, and this is going to be hard because I'm going through several pieces of paper. I'm going all the way down and leaning my paper next to where that guide is. Oh, that was a breeze. Look how easy that was. And then match it up again. And you want to be in the same space, the same spot. So you can do your measuring and get it in the same spot as the other. So it's lined up. That's pretty good. All right, so we are using brads. We're going to cover that oopsie up, right? And we've got it punched through both of these. Can't believe I made such a mistake. We're going to do this. And what I want to do is come in here and mark where my holes are, because I want this to cover them, yet I want to put a brad in there. So where's my pencil? I'm going to, so it's about, I'm measuring out here. I know this is like trial and error, so sorry. And I'm going to punch a hole in here too. That's like really sketch right there, but that's okay. All right, so we've got that. And I'm going to come in with the tiny little side and hopefully be able to see what I'm doing without my glasses on. And move your finger out of the way so you're not zapping it. Hopefully I'm in the right spot. Whew, that was hard to see. And you're going to, do y'all have crocodiles? They're like, oh, amazing. I'm going to darken that circle a little so I can see where I'm at. Hey, Bonnie, welcome. It was good to see you Monday night too. It's gonna be my new thing. All right, so we've got that. I'm making a mess trying to make this work. Oh, look at that. I have a little piece of something hanging off here that I'm not really a fan of. So let me get that squared away. I'm using stuff from, don't zap that finger. I know, every time I do this, my finger's in there. Thank you. I've done it before. It's not very comfortable. All right, I'm going to adhere this down, and I'm gonna use my forgiveness glue, my Tombow, and go ahead and add this. Keep that flat, line up those holes. You're gonna see. Let that dry. If you need to, you can put a clip on there, make sure it's dry and it stays. And then for the back side of this, I want a piece of paper as well, because I don't want people looking at that and saying, oh, that's awful. But first we have to put our brads in. So I happen to have these brads from I don't know when. I wish they were hearts. I don't have hearts. So we are accenting with reds and stuff. Maybe I can color the tips of one. I'm guessing squares are going to be it. I don't have bigger circles. They're just squares and whatnot. But, oh, we'll use the squares. I just had a brainiac idea. All right. We're going to put these brads in as a decorative element to the front of this, but it's also going to help keep this all together because this is going to be a flip out. This is where your gift card is gonna sit. And if this is crooked, my bad, okay? You guys perfect this for me. Yay for Monday nights. That is my new goal. My gym hours are going to change for me if I can get myself to do what I have in my head. So it's hard for me when it's dark or still this time of year to get to the gym after work. It's so difficult. And I have a 20-mile hike at Letchworth in August that I am not missing this year. So I have to get myself all geared up for that. All right, so that's what she did say, was to make sure when I put this in, and I think the tape is in the way, but that's okay. You still get the gist. All right, we are going to now decorate this awesome thing. Again, I have that extra score line because it was a card from the paper pumpkin kit, but we're going to adhere this heart. And we're just going to, do I want to do, yes, we can do it flush because we can do other things. So I'm going to adhere this heart. We can pop up like the sentiment or whatever. Still on Valentine's. I said I was going to do some treat holders, and thank you. This was an idea from Let's Get Scrappy or Let's Get Crafty. Her name is Tiffany, and I love listening to her just as much as I love watching what she creates. So I'll share the link in the description once I get to my computer and upload this to YouTube. I'm going to take out the stamps from this paper pumpkin kit and those adorable embellishments. Because what we're going to do with these, we're going to add a finishing touch on those brads that we did. So, and what other elements are in here for us to use? We've got this pretty gold foiling, which doesn't really go with that, but we could put it, this is going to be a space for designing. So let's get the remainder of our, see, how about part of the red for the envelope, and then we can keep going with that. So we need, this is going to be 3. That will help me cover up that extra score line. Ruler, 3 1/4, we already know, so we'll do it 3 by 3 1/2, 3 by 3 1/2, and we'll hope that that is close. Oh, look at that. Am I going to be able to? I don't think so. Let's see what this cuts off. Oh, perfect. Perfect. We'll get that smidge of the envelope off of there. That piece. I don't want all that. Okay, we'll cut that off. And I said 3 by 3.5. Let's hope that was the right measurement. And is it going to match up with, no, it's a different, my stripes are going a different way, so I should have cut that different, but I'm going to keep going. So we've got that. We're going to adhere that to the inside, because the one thing is you're not going to see the two together. So take that part of the envelope. As I was saying, I got 6 of my paper pumpkin kits done at the crop yesterday. So excited. No frills crop. And of course, I bought more stuff, but that's okay. Oh, we need an even border. Please don't stick, don't stick, don't rip, don't stick. Okay, we've got even there, even there. All right, now we're good. So now we can take maybe this gold one. We can adhere that there. Oh, nope. You know why? Because that's supposed to be a piece 4. So we'll pull this back in and we're going to create a pocket for a gift card. So I'm going to trim this down to 1 inch. You only need a little bit. Let's cut this in half first. At 4, a little under 4 1/4. And let's do 1. So actually it needs to be 3 inches, right? Because that's the width. Somebody's here. 3 by, we'll do 3.5. 3 by 1.5. Oh, somebody's here. Yes, I'm working on it. I got to clean off a shelf. My kid needs a shelf. All right, and then we're going to add a notch kind of part way. If you need to do a measurement, whatnot, you can do that. This is going to adhere on 3 sides. It really is a super simple matchbook gift card holder. So you could put hopefully a mini Ghirardelli. I am going to cover that because I don't like the looks of the brad there. We're going to cover it with something. So I did the 3 sides to adhere that pocket. We'll let that dry. And I'm going to pop up a piece of Designer Series paper here. So let's go ahead and on that side, we could actually we could, I don't know, maybe we'll just, I wish I could cut these. These are always too long for my liking, but it should cover. Like if I bent this up and I put, oh, I know what I can do. Brain. My brain power is working this morning. Woohoo! I'm going to cover it with this. Same size. So 2 by, I think it's 2. Yes, 2 1/4 actually, by 2 1/2. And then we'll just cut another notch. So 2 1/4, please, please, please. Thank you. And what'd I say? 2 1/2. Y'all watching the Super Bowl today? I think I asked that. You trim them. I should do that. I need like a wire cutter, or what do you trim them with, Cheryl? So that will go there. Just because it's just so unattractive. I think she meant to cover hers as well. So I'm going to add that there. You won't even see those brads, hopefully. Like so. Nice. Come in here and cut the other side of that. It's got adhesive all over it. Okay, got that out of the way. So there's that. We've got gift card, Ghirardelli chocolate. Work with me. And here's our brads that now I can't turn. I should have made sure that they were facing the right direction. you guys are getting all the bloopers today. Oh, Lord, have mercy on my soul today. Please, please, let's lift that up so I can turn these first. And then we'll make sure they're bent in the right direction. Ah, love keeping it real. Love it. You all know how this goes in your craft room. Don't pretend. Do not pretend. Do not pretend that you do not have these issues. I will call you out in a heartbeat. We all have these issues. All right, let's put that down. Oh, it turned on me. Stubborn little thing. I forgot they were square, so I had to finagle these a little. All right, hold those in the spot you want them. We're good. Come back around here. Grab those cute little hearts. Oh, look at what this is turning into. Thank you, Linda. We're going to add some cute heart gems right here. A little sprinkle of some love on the gem, or on the, see, it's okay that I had to use a bigger one. That I had to tear it apart to get it where I wanted it. But now we have that. Super cute. I think decorating the front of that, let's find us some more love to put on there. Let's find a heart. More hearts, more love. Is it the one? Oh yeah, that's got embossing on it. Perfect. Actually, we could do that. And another little one and do that. Look at that. Beautiful. This will be a place where we can write our greeting, and we're going to tuck this in. And I know it's not even because I had to use glue instead, but you know what? It's still amazing. Let's find a sentiment from our cute little celebrate love. You have my heart. You're my favorite. I'm going to do this. Let's find what we can stamp that on. I'm sure there's tags something in here in our fancy kit. There are, but are they too big? Or are they perfect? Let's see. If they're, oh my gracious. You cannot even plan that. Stop it. Stop it. Lay that back down. Grab a block. Sorry for the reach. Oh, they're behind me. Or in front of me. Behind my iPad. I couldn't have planned that better. You can't make that stuff up. I'm so excited. And it's Valentine's Day. Oh my gosh. I should make these for work and put little fun stuff in. But, there's that. Let's see. Flirty Flamingo, real red. Real red it is, because that's the color. Let's put some real red on here, but I want to use my Versamark so I don't stain my stamp so bad. Even though it's already seasoned, this will create a little bit of a boundary on my stamp. We're going to pick up some of that ink. And we're going to pray that we get this where we want it. I am so excited this worked out this morning. Thank you all for being here. Because you're all my favorite. See how I just had a play on words? You all are my favorite. Grab I'm going to show you something. My cleaner. And I'm going to be playing with some pretty cool stuff later. And give you some sneak peeks in a video reel or something, because that is what I'm going to be working with next week. I got a haul from Unity Stamps, and oh, it's so stinking cute. I'm so in love with it, and I can't wait, but I have to get stuff out and play, so I want to be prepared. So we'll have some fun with that. I want dimensionals for this. which there's a huge pile right here that I'm staring at. Like, duh, where are my dimensionals? And I think even I might, got goop on me. Do I want to add some of this, or do I want to add some gold? Please, give me the gold. Give me the gold, because we're using gold. Yes. I ended up taking this and cutting a slit in here because these are all coming unraveled, and I can get what I want, right? And then add it back into that slit and just cut what I want. I don't know how y'all store your twine and all this fine stuff, but it was driving me batshit crazy. Oh, I swore. Sorry. Sorry. Sometimes I have no filter. I hope I didn't offend anyone. Oh. But it does drive me crazy. I'm going to add, we're going to open this up now that we got all our flippiness done. And then I'm going to show you how to tuck some stuff in there, even though I may not have anything that fits. But the gift card, I will have something. All right, dimensionals. We were going to do something. I want to add some adhesive here. And I'm going to create, I'm going to wrap it around my 4 fingers. I have to watch my mouth. It's dirty. Sorry, I don't usually do that. But some days it just is what it is, my friends. Not enough hours in the day for all the coffee I need to keep my mouth in order. All right, so we got that. Oh, beautiful faux bow. We're going to add, oh, we need that to go up that way a little bit though, so it is not covered. All right, now grab those dimensionals. They're right here. I don't know where the random E came from. I think I was doing something with something. Oh, obviously. There's that. Amen. Amen, Lori. It sure does. I like to keep this, and when I put these on my YouTube channel, I do say that they are not appropriate for children. So I got myself covered there. So when I upload this to YouTube, I won't get my hand slapped and they won't take my video off. So, all right. Ribbon scissors. I'm just going to trim this a smidge. It's too long for me. I have grown to like the little pieces hanging out, which I used to try to hide all the time. See, this didn't stain as bad had I just put it in the real red ink. So that's super cool. I think that's just, is it crooked? No. So here's how this works. You got this, you tuck this in. We're going to add maybe 1 or 2, probably 1 more embellishment since we have 2 on the front. This is really stuck together. So you've got this bigger matchbook, right? And it's a gift card holder. Do I still have gift cards? I may have thrown a lot of things away in my cleanup. I found so much stuff, people. Oh, let's find a Sephora. Oh, inside JCPenney's. Gift card. It's got some red on there. This will be our little gift card pocket. Did I glue it too high? I may have. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Yep, my pocket's too high. Either way, make sure before you adhere everything that your gift card's gonna fit. Either way, I'm gonna stick it in there. I'm just kind of moving my glue. I had my glue too high. So I'm just gonna keep working it till I get down there. But either way, you get the gist. This will flip up. You'll have a piece of candy. This flips down and attacks into your little thing like that. We're going to add 1 more gem. See, it closed okay. It's just not even. 1 more gem. Get my putty end. And I think, well, it flipped over. So now we'll use this. I think I'll put it right over here. Where my favorite. Over here, over here, over here, over here. Put it right there. Oh, at an angle, friends. There, angle, angle. You are testing my patience. Angle. There is our project. Added just a couple extra elements. Shame, laugh out loud. I know. So the only reason this isn't tucking in the way I want it to is I have some adhesive. So just kind of when you're putting one of these together, make sure you're doing it so things are going to close up good. And my gift card, I glued the adhesive too high here, or I could have actually lowered this piece and glued it a little lower. So make sure that your things are going to fit well, but this will give you some kind of idea to inspire you to potentially, you know, use this as a gift idea. You could put so many other things in here as well. Let's just say I want to add a piece of, or a tag, or I don't know if a tea bag will fit in there. Let's grab one. I think I have some stale ones in here. Does tea get stale? Does tea get stale? I don't know. And I don't know if it'll fit. It's pumpkin spice, but if you folded the sides, it probably would fit in here wonderfully. But it's meant for a Ghirardelli, and it's got that, yeah, tea would be kind of difficult, but possible. So you could do a tea bag, a gift card, all that fun stuff. Yay, loving it. Loving it. I was going to give you a sneak peek of what I'm going to be using, but I can't bring myself to do it. It's going to be fun though, and hopefully all our country folk here, and those that love certain animals, are going to find great enjoyment in my next week's projects. I've liked that I've been able to do some Valentine's stuff with you, and let's just get those other things I created. And I hope that you find inspiration with this stuff too, if I can reach it. There's that library card, which I totally could switch these up now. And that could go on here, and that could pair with this one. And now they're different, but you got that Velcro closure, and you can tuck all kinds of wonderful gifts inside for your crafty friends, or it will help you keep track of your, how wonderful would it be to keep track of your ephemera in these little, and you can change the sizes too. You just have to make sure your measurements line up as they should. So that's my projects for today. I hope that you enjoyed them. Let's take a flip back around. I'm gonna grab my cold coffee because I know it's cold now. That's okay. Get your undo out. I know, right? Undo, I should. Undo the glue. So enjoy the Super Bowl if you're watching. I'm going to be here in my craft room. I've got a lot of stuff yet to do. Thank you so much. I appreciate everyone being here with me, and those of you catching the replay. And if you're over on YouTube, I'm going to be uploading this shortly. I try to do it right after my video. I'll take a picture of what I've created and all that fun stuff and share it over there so my friends over there can see it as well. Smile today. It's Sunday. It's a lovely day, and it's a perfect day to stay inside and craft. Many crafting blessings to each and every one of you. I love you all so much. Thanks for listening to my tearful moment in the beginning. But just know, I love y'all. Hey, Maggie. Yes, watch the replay. I did some fun stuff from Satara 18, as well as Let's Get Crafty, Scrappy. You're welcome, Linda. Love you. Oh, I've made a world full of amazing friendships with my journey crafting, and I am beyond blessed. So I'm going to take that wonderful feeling right now, and I'm going to enjoy enjoy the rest of my day just doing what I love. All right. Blessings. Bye for now.